May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from harm. May all beings love life. May all beings awaken. Welcome to another Cuke Audio podcast, A Brief Memory. I'm D.C. Puba of Cuke Audio and Cuke Archives, preserving the legacy of Shunryu Suzuki and those whose paths crossed his, and anything else that comes to mind. I pray that you and yours are safe and comfortable and free from economic hardship and able to get out and do whatever it is you want within the limitations of the universal precept of do as little harm as possible. So today's brief memory comes from Tony Johansson. Tony, Tony. I say that because those of you, those dwindling few of you who remember him, probably remember his wife, Toni, Tony, better. She was quite a presence. They were an interesting couple, very progressive for their time in many ways. He founded or was involved in founding what was it called? The Shire School, which was a super hippie school. I won't get into it. I talk about it in Tassahara Stories, the early years with Shunryu Suzuki, which I read pieces from on Tuesday. So anyway, this is, I have a lot from Tony. Oh, he calls her Antoinette here. That's a good, I never thought of doing that. I have a lot from Antoinette, but this is all I have from him. Or I think it's all I have. I think everything I have on him is in this brief memory page. Right. I have some things she says about him. Bill Lane says about him. Catherine Cook mentions him. Here's an email from him. And this brief memory. Incidentally, I'm going to say one more thing about him. They were stalwarts at the Los Altos Zendo. And, showed up started sitting with Suzuki around 1964, about the time that the Los Altos Zendo started. Okay. I used to drive Suzuki Roshi to Los Altos. Antoinette and I would take turns driving him down for zazen and lectures. I'd go in the morning, and I taught in the East Bay, and someone would take him home, and then he'd come back at night. We had to leave at 4 to get down there in time. And one time I was driving him, and we went up the Fell Street entrance to the freeway, and it was dark and wet, and there was a very, very heavy fog, and I had a 1961 Volkswagen, and Suzuki Roshi was in the passenger seat, and Lynn Workoff was in the back. And when I got up to speed, there was an Oldsmobile in the lane behind me and the cement guardrail on the left. And out of the midst appeared a flatbed truck parked in my lane, and I hit the brakes. I started to slide towards this mouthful of flatbed. And the Olds and I were traveling at the same speed, and I couldn't change lanes. And at the last conceivable minute, I hit a dry spot, and my brakes caught enough for the Olds to get ahead, and I slammed into the third and whipped around the edge of the flatbed to behind the Olds. And Suzuki Roshi said, "Very good." Oh, yeah. So here I have a note from February 14th. Isn't that Valentine's Day? 2015. I just learned that Tony has recently died. Oh, and it says here he was a founder or early member of the Santa Barbara Zen Center. That was later. And there's more on it, but I'm not going to read it because this is a brief memory. And there's been enough chatter around that brief memory. So thanks a lot, Tony. Gyate Harasam Gyate Bodhi Swaha to you, sir. This has been a Cuke Audio mini podcast, A Brief Memory. I'm DC Puba of Cuke Audio and Cuke Archives, coming to you from sleepy Sanur with Dogette Bandita, Feline Cuchita, and dear lovely Katrinka. And we're wishing you and yours and all of us a grand awakening.